Hey everybody, it's Ariane Bellas here with Inspired to Style, the destination for design inspiration, information, and empowerment. And today's gut check is about where you find your inspiration. And besides all that, how do you corral it? I mean, think about it. We have so many images and pieces of information flying at us at all times. And personally, I tend to get a little bit overwhelmed. So, what I wanted to do today is to share with you my 5 favorite places to find design inspiration, and then to share with you how I filter, file, and store away that information so that it's very easy to pull it when I need that inspiration at another time. So, number 1, my favorite place to find inspiration, believe it or not, is catalogs. My favorite catalog to pour over, although there are many, but my favorite is Ballard Design. Why? The images are absolutely gorgeous. I love the styling. You can get some really great styling tips just by looking at the vignettes they've created on each page. But another little secret, what I also love about Ballard is they have these little pop-outs. I don't know if you've ever noticed them. These little tips. They give you design and styling tips throughout the catalog. So the catalog in itself becomes almost a piece of reference information. And I tend to keep these and file them and pull them whenever I want inspiration. The second place I like to find inspiration is Shelter Magazine. There are lots of magazines to choose from. I happen to have a lot of them that are my favorites. And I'm going to show you this one as an example. This is House Beautiful. What I love about House Beautiful is you can always count on a gorgeous cover, and you can also count on some really great insider tips like the trends that are coming, maybe some of the latest up-and-coming designers, beautiful pictures, lots of great commentary. So what my tip for magazines is, read what the designers have to say about the thought process behind why they styled a room or designed a room that way. What were the particular challenges of that project? What did the client hope would be accomplished by bringing that designer in? Number 3, this is one of my, unfortunately, one of my expensive habits, is to go to bookstores and collect the latest design coffee table books. Now, I love these books because they kind of give you even more insight into the designer and their philosophy and some of their favorite projects, some of the behind-the-scenes tips, things that you would never have known just by seeing the after picture. But also, they make beautiful additions to your decor. So you can get a stack of these. Trust me, they're designers because they know how to design a cover to make it very attractive. And I tend to use these on bookcases or on tables just to give my displays varying heights. And so to me, it's kind of a twofer. It's a design resource, a source of inspiration, but it's also a way for me to use to decorate. Those were very tactile, like print sources of inspiration. My last 2 are electronic purely. The first, obviously, is Pinterest. I mean, really, who isn't on the Pinterest right now? Tons of images, blog posts, you name it, you type in what you're looking for, and Pinterest is the place that you can go to find anything you want to know on that subject, and then you can pin it and save it for later. The second electronic source I love to use is Houzz, HOUZZ.com, one of my favorite sites. You can actually look at rooms. They're categorized by bathroom, kitchen, living room, you name it, you can find the room. But what I also love about that site is you can, if you click on information, you can find out more about the designer of that space, and you can actually ask that designer questions like, hey, what's that wall color? Hey, where'd you get that sofa? And that's something that you can't do on Pinterest. Now, I've given you 5 pieces of inspiration. How do we take all of that information and actually do something with it? Because that's the whole point of this, right? Here's my tip. Be focused. What is it that you're trying to accomplish? Are you tackling one room in particular? And if so, what types of inspiration are you looking for that space? Once you become focused on what you're looking for, begin to understand and pay attention to common themes. Like if there are images that always stop you in your tracks. For example, if you happen to look at all of your pins of your kitchen and they all have white cabinets, ding ding ding, red flag. That means that that's a trend that you are drawn to and that you like. Then the information isn't just ambiguous, it's actually serving a purpose and driving you toward making design and styling decisions that reflect who you are. And that is the point of this. So trust your gut. Even if it's not something that's trendy right now, but you love white cabinets and you know that they just speak to you and you're going to love them forever, then that's the right choice for you. Begin to listen to that gut. If you're styling your own space, this is important, but it's even more important. if and when you're working with a professional, because that person is going to have you communicate to them what's important to you. And if you don't know, then they can't possibly deliver the space that you love and that will speak to you and tell your story. I want to hear, leave comments about where you find inspiration, if it's not one of the places I talked about, or even if there's another magazine or catalog that you absolutely love, please share it in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Until next time, remember to listen to your gut.